Back to Dynasty Warriors 3 once again for the remaining 7 characters from the Wei Kingdom. Next in character select screen order it's Cao Cao. Like Liu Bei, he has a 10-stage Musou mode starting with the Yellow Turbans. Since he has a shared moveset, I already have his second weapon, the Long Sword. Just like in Dynasty Warriors 2, he has a variant of the general moveset that Liu Bei and Huang Chong have. His Musou attack is a series of rising slashes while spinning, ending in one big one. A useful one, but compared to the other two with this moveset I've seen so far, Liu Bei still comes out on top for its range. I'm not sure if he actually is, but he does feel faster than Liu Bei and Huang Chong, which makes me enjoy him over them overall. That's all for Yellow Turbans. Here's the officer kill list. Cao Cao starts at class 10 with 10 sergeant bodyguards, and the points from here get him to class 8. Stage 2 is Hulao Gate. He starts in the far west centre, meaning another long journey to find a fight. But it's the same route as the last two, so here's the officer kill list. Cao Cao reaches class 5 with 8 fighter bodyguards. Stage 3 is Wang Castle. After Dian Wei wakes up, we never see him again, and it cuts to Cao Cao seeing the flames instead. Cao Cao starts inside the burning castle and has to escape through the north. This takes me outside where there are a few soldiers to take out. Then I go southeast to defeat Fan Chou, Jia Shu and capture the gate. Heading west comes next, defeating Hu Chen, Hu Che and Wang Fang. Then to the southwest corner to defeat Chang Xu. There are many points in all these recordings where I just pause for no reason for a second or two, and my fight with Chang Xu contains many of them back to back. That's because, for whatever reason, my Elgato would lose connection to the TV for a second whenever anyone else in the house would turn an upstairs light switch on or off. This has never happened with any other game I've recorded before or since. It seems to be a property unique to Dynasty Warriors 3 and Extreme Legends, and I still don't get it. Cao Cao reaches class 4 from this stage. Stage 4 for him is Guandu. Cao Cao starts even further back in the castle than Xu Chu, but he also runs faster, so it's hard to tell who gets out through the gate quicker. It goes the same way as last time when I get out. Defeat Yan Liang, Gao Lang and Wen Chou before getting to work on the outposts. Han Meng and Yuan Shang go down. I ignore the rest of the outposts and focus on the officers for their stat boost before my allies kill them. So next are Lu Wei Kuang, Xun Chen, Yuan Shi, Zhu Shou, Yuan Tan, Chang He, and finally Yuan Xiao. Cao Cao reaches class 2 while his bodyguards become major warriors. Stage 5 is Che Bi. Cao Cao starts this in the same place you'll fight him on the other two sides, in the back in the most northern centre boat. I start by going down the far western boats, getting rid of Chu Ran and Chu Huan, Gan Ning, Huang Gai and Chou Yu, putting a stop to the fire attack. Remember that special item that spawned in the middle last time that I forgot? This time I get it. Back in the southern shore I deal with Chou Tai and Lu Meng, then get on the boats to the east for Lu Su, Pan Chang, Han Dang, Jiang Qin, Ding Feng, Taishe Se, Ling Tong, Cheng Pe, then finally Sun Quan. I gained Cao Cao's third weapon, the Sword of Heaven. The special item I got was the fire arrows, I don't think I need to explain them. With my 8,000 points, Cao Cao's bodyguards become elites. Stage 6 is Tong Gate. Now this one wasn't quite as bad with Cao Cao as with Xu Chu, thanks to the head start on levelling he starts with and the extra levels to power himself up with. 2 minutes for Ma Dai, then 2 more weakening Pang De before Dian Wei steals the last blow from me. You should be fucking dead at this point. I take out my frustrations on the newly arrived Cheng Yin. Picking a fight with Han Sui puts the defection event into motion. Then when the gameplay fades back in, I just leave my bodyguards kicking his head in. Whether he survives to defect or not, I'm indifferent. Into Ma Chao's fort to defeat Cheng Yi and Li Kan, then north across the bridge for Ho Xuan and Yang Chu. Then back to Ma Chao now he's the only one left to put him down too. Cao Cao reaches class 1 and his bodyguards are fully powered. Stage 7 for him is Hefei. Cao Cao also has a little jog to reach the enemy since he starts in the far northwest corner. That just tends to be a general thing when playing as the Lords. They start in the positions they start at when playing as anyone else, and that's usually far behind the front lines. He starts pretty similar to my run as Dian Wei, southeast of the middle village, defeat Chou Tai, Chu Ran and watch Taishe Se die. Then goes Chu Huan, Jiang Qin, Cheng Pe and Han Dang. Then to the northeast corner and I deal with Lu Xun and Xu Sheng. Southwest corner now for Dong Shi and Lu Meng. Gan Ning shows up so I spend a few minutes roughing him up as well. That just leaves the southeast where I try the section south of Sun Quan for the first time, taking its gates. But there are a lot of soldiers down here, especially one with crossbows. I take them all out though and return to Sun Quan to finish the fight. Stage 8 is returning but new for the Wei side, the Battle of Mount Dingjun. The opening cutscene for this side has Cao Cao leaving the battle in the hands of Xiahou Yuan and Chang He. Xiahou Yuan starts ranting at Liu Bei as if he's there, while Chang He awkwardly watches. As usual, Cao Cao starts way in the back, at the far northern edge of the map, so I run straight south for a long time and once I reach the steep hill, take the western path up to reach the first set of Shu soldiers. I slowly fight my way up the hill, getting the cutscene where Huang Chong fires an arrow at Xiahou Yuan but misses. Continuing uphill, I take out Yan Yan and get the cutscene where Huang Chong charges downhill in anger at being called doting. While fighting him off and getting hit by arrows from every direction, I defeat Fa Cheng. Then I turn around and finish off Huang Chong. I reach the top of the hill and keep moving south through the snaking road. After dealing with a lot of crossbows, I fight and defeat Meng Da, followed by more crossbows before I reach the southern edge of the stage and end up in range of Liu Bei. I ignore him for now and deal with the gate captain behind him to prevent more soldiers from arriving. I also fight the nearby Liu Feng when I try out Cao Cao's C6, which is a series of dashing slashers. A bit odd to control if you don't aim right and easy to be hit out of, but will be made far more useful later. Liu Feng is defeated and I travel west to face Guan Yu. Once I take him down, I take a horse north to find that Chang Fei has already been defeated. But I did somehow miss Chao Yun, so I go back up the main hill to fight him. I'm expecting a difficult fight thanks to the slopes and the spiked walls, but I easily knock him into a side path and beat him up there. I then ride my stolen horse back to Liu Bei. Once again he has all the health in the world, but almost his entire army is defeated, so it's just a case of being patient and waiting for him to run out. Cao Cao reaches class max from this stage. Stage 9 for him is Hefei Castle. Since Cao Cao is dead by this point in history, he starts in Sima Yi spot far back in the centre north. This turns out to be my shortest run of Hefei Castle yet, at just 17 minutes. Once again I start by moving southwest to defeat imposter Chenji, then move further south to deal with Lu Xun, Lu Meng and Sun Xiao quicker than I ever have yet. The 8 previous stages of upgrades and level head start helped, but I was also very lucky and had a ton of War God Axe drops. Back northwest a bit to deal with Chuge Jin, then back southeast for Gan Ning. I do make one mistake where I approach the little pond in the centre of the stage and trigger the appearance of a massive amount of archers for the first time. You do not want to do this, it can make the stage hell. Luckily my Cao Cao is strong, so I just go and defeat the nearby Sun Shangxiang. I then head south outside the castle and give Sun Quan yet another beating. And that's Wu finally dealt with in Cao Cao's Musou mode. No more levels to gain, straight on to Cao Cao's final stage, Wuchang Plains. This one I do not finish in record time. I start in the northwest corner in the same spot Sima Yi would normally be. I start by heading east and taking out Liao Hua and Guan Yu. Then to the south to deal with Pang Tong and Chang Bao. West and north along the wall of Shu HQ to deal with Chang Yi, Huang Quan and have a bodyguard steal my Jiang Wei kill. To the northwest corner next to deal with Ma Dai and south to defeat Yan Yan. Then east and north back to Shu HQ, taking out Wang Ping and Guan Xing on the way. Finally into Shu HQ to finish off Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei. There's the longest Musou mode on the Wei side completed. Cao Cao's ending starts with him being the one watching Chenji dance, followed by Chang Liao and Xiahou Dun showing up to chat, and Xu Huang standing under the waterfall this time. Fourth weapon time? This one is found in the Yellow Turban stage on the Han side. I have to kill Chang Zhao's brothers, Chang Bao and Chang Liang, without killing any gate captains or having any of my own killed. With Cao Cao as powered up as he is and stealing a horse to get around quicker, this is no trouble at all. I speed up to the northwestern gate and wait for the supply unit to appear so I can kill them right away and get the weapon. The Wrath of Heaven has the death element on Cao Cao's C6. Now to max him out, his defense is already maxed so that's just 3 stats left. The death element on this weapon makes the attack that has it instantly kill any regular soldier it makes contact with, and it does a fixed amount of damage to officers, bypassing defense. This isn't the best death element weapon though, since it requires making it to the C6 without getting hit, and also since I'm grinding on the Yellow Turbans, these guys are so weak they die in 2 normal hits anyway. Finishing this run maxes out Cao Cao's Musou bar. The next one maxes out his attack. With just his health bar left, I run straight to the Dim Sum and straight to Chang Jiao to end the stage. 2 more runs maxes out his points, and then 3 more runs grabbing the Dim Sum to finish him off with a full health bar. Moving on we have Xiahou Yuan, Xiahou Dun's cousin. His first stage is the Yellow Turbans. Since he also has a shared moveset, I also have his second weapon already, the Steel Sword. Like Cao Cao, Xiahou Yuan has a version of the general moveset shared with Liu Bei and Huang Chong. It leaves me without much to talk about. But what does surprise me is that for being a big guy, he's not one of the slower characters. He's not Cao Cao's speed, but he's not slow either. Although he is the first person with this moveset to have a repeat Musou attack, as he shares his with Huang Chong. Not much else to say, especially for the yellow turbans. Covering Xiahou Yuan is going to be the shortest section for Wei yet. He is the officer kills, Xiahou Yuan reaches class 12. His stage 2 is the first appearance of the raid on Rogue Fortress for a Wei character. This one is completely uneventful. Since I haven't ended Eddie Kingdoms yet, the leader is just a generic commander. Xiahou Yuan reaches class 11. Stage 3 is Hulao Gate, so 3 stages I'm pretty much skipping over in a row. He starts in the same spot Xiahou Dun does, that's all there is to bring up. During this one I obtained his third weapon, the Demon Sword. Xiahou Yuan reaches class 9 but his bodyguards still haven't changed yet. Stage 4 for him is Guandu. Xiahou Yuan starts this stage around the centre east, a little south of where his cousin starts. So start with the centre east outpost, defeating Lu Wei Kuang and finding no supplies inside. I next run west to stop the castle wall from being blown up, defeating Gao Lan and Wen Chou. Heading southeast towards the outpost, I defeat Yan Liang on the way, followed by Han Meng to open it up. No supplies again, but I make sure to defeat Yuan Shang. Then the northeast one, defeating Xun Chen and Yuan Shi to finally find the supply depot. Take out Chun Yu Qiong and then head west to defeat Zhu Shou, Yuan Tan and finally Yuan Shao. Xiahou Yuan reaches class 6 and his bodyguards become sergeants. Then to stage 5 he has He Fei. He also starts in the northwest corner near Cao Cao. So down to the village to defeat Chou Tai, Chu Huan, watch Taisha Se Dai, Chu Ran, Pan Chang, Han Dang, Jian Qin and Cheng Pe. To the northeast to deal with Xu Sheng and Lu Xun, southwest to deal with Lu Meng, northwest for Gan Ning, then down southeast to get killed by one of Sun Quan's archers. I then do the same route next time to get killed by Gan Ning. I don't know why I'm suddenly having trouble now. Third attempt is the same route, but I also killed Taisha Se myself. This time I'm successful. This ends Wu's role in this Musou mode, so all the officers die. Xiahou Yuan reaches class 5 and his bodyguards become fighters. His stage 6 is Mount Dingjun. Xiahou Yuan starts slightly north of the hill where you fight him on the Shu side. After a detour north or the Dim Sum, I get moving south up the hill, defeating Fa Cheng, Yan Yan and Huang Chong. Then down the snaking path while getting rid of Meng Da, Liu Feng and getting killed by an arrow going for Guan Yu. And then I get killed while fighting Guan Yu. I assume the reason I'm dying is because I still only have 2 bodyguards at this class, meaning less targets to divert enemy attention and damage away from me. This time Guan Yu was defeated by Chang He's unit, so I just go straight to Liu Bei and defeat him. Xiahou Yuan reaches class 4. His stage 7 is Wuchang Plains, but we're not done with Mount Dingjun yet. Xiahou Yuan's 4th weapon can be found here. All I have to do is trigger the cutscene where Huang Chong charges downhill and then defeat him. First time he kills me though. Second time too. The fact I still only have 2 bodyguards isn't helping. Third time I'm killed by a crossbow. So fuck it, I'm using 2-player and sending out Cao Cao with his death sword. This time I kill Huang Chong with little trouble. At the top of the hill and through the gate, the weapon spawns to the west. But at the end I get ganged up on by Chang Fei and Liu Bei and killed. But on my 5th try I manage it shooting Liu Bei in the face from a distance. The Demon Fang adds the fire element to Xiahou Yuan's C5. Now for Wuchang Plains. As with a few other stages, Xiahou Yuan starts in the same spot that Xiahou Dun does. Nothing new or interesting happens here in terms of the route I take, but I do get one new item. Allowing 2 playable officers on my side to die will trigger the shooting star scene I also got on the Shu side. This triggers the appearance of a special item in the northeast corner of the map in Sumai's camp. I grab it and finish the stage. The item is the Defender, which doubles my defense for 30 seconds when knocked down at low health. Also, first item upgrade in a while when my Peacocker now adds 55 extra HP. There's the list of killed officers. Xiahou Yuan reaches class 2 with 4 warrior bodyguards. Instead of Chen Ji, we get Diao Chan singing again in Xiahou Yuan's ending, while Cao Cao watches and Xiahou Yuan and Xiahou Dun come up for a chat. Xiahou Yuan chopping through the stone slab and him checking out Diao Chan with Cao Cao. Maxing time now. 3 runs of the Yellow Turbans has him reach class max and fully levels his bodyguards. 2 more runs maxes Musou bar and attack together. 1 more maxes his defense. Another one maxes his health, and 2 more max out his points. That's half of Wei complete now. Next we have Sima Yi, who starts with the battle at Guandu as his first stage. Since he shares a weapon type with Zhuge Liang, he already has his second weapon, the Warlord Fan. He starts in the centre of the stage, just west of the bridge. Now you may have heard shares a weapon with Zhuge Liang and think I'm in for another miserable experience. But no, Sima Yi is not great by any means, and I wouldn't even call him anything better than okay. He keeps Zhuge Liang's lack of range for one thing, but he is nowhere near as pathetically weak and slow as his Shu counterpart. Although while playing, the shock of using this moveset on a passable character made him seem amazing at first, until his weaknesses became more apparent. I don't even think he's the worst Wei character. I enjoyed him more than Xu Chu. I start by heading west right away and taking out Gao Lan and Wen Chou to cut off the attempt at destroying the castle wall before it can start. Even Sima Yi's Musou attack is better. He stays still and shoots a larger spread instead of always being awkwardly floating forward. Yan Liang goes next, and then comes the usual south to north outpost inspection plus officer clear out. Han Meng, Yuan Shang and Lu Wei Kuang before finding the supply depot in the centre east outpost. Then Chun Yu Qiong, Xun Chen, Yuan Shi, Yuan Tan and Yuan Shao. Sima Yi reaches class 12 with 4 bodyguards. Stage 2 for him is Chang Ban. He starts in the same northeastern spot that Dian Wei does. Heading south to deal with Cho Tsang, Chang Fei, Mi Chu, Zhuge Liang with his far inferior fan moveset, Guan Ping and Guan Yu. Then the journey northwest to get rid of Ma Su, Ma Liang, Liu Feng, Chen Chen and Mi Fang. Then southwest for Jian Yong, Liu Qi and Sun Qian. Then back north for Liu Bei. Sima Yi reaches class 9 from this. His third stage is Che Bi. I start in that same spot most Wei characters have started this stage. There are so many playthroughs of Che Bi, it is the most recurring stage across Musou mode, and I've exhausted every different way I've played this stage on the Wei side starting in this spot, so I'm going to skim over this stage for now until I get to cover the Wu side of it or get a new starting position. My win scroll got upgraded to plus 6, there's the officers I took out, and Sima Yi reached class 6. But stage 4 is one I haven't played from the Wei perspective yet, the battle at Fan Castle. This version has a soldier report that the enemy are building a dike next to the castle, leading to the famous
"A dike? Oh no!"
He goes out to inspect and reasons this must be Zhuge Liang's doing. I have a jog down the stairs and east up the next set of stairs to the wall where the Shu soldiers are. Up the first set are some crossbow soldiers, and then up the next set I get moving south. It's during this that the castle floods. This has Sima Yi say that even if they lose the castle, they must still defeat Guan Yu. And just to really get back at him for this, in the southeast corner I kill his son Guan Ping. On my journey back north, Wu reinforcements led by Lu Meng show up to help me. Sima Yi finds the idea of them asking to be thanked for their help hilarious. I stop by the stairs I took up here in the first place and stay there fighting off several soldiers, with Guan Yu showing up on his own. He doesn't take much damage from me here, but I am getting constant minor scratches from his soldiers, so I'm constantly throwing out Musou attacks. It takes a couple minutes, but I wear him down in the end. Like Xiahou Yuan at Mount Dingjun and Zhuge Liang at Wuchang Plains, Guan Yu has a unique death scene when defeated on this stage. It's also famous for the voice actor missing a crucial word in this line, which changes what he's saying entirely.
"In death, my soul will be my brethren."
No level ups, but his bodyguards become sergeants. Stage 5 for Sima Yi is Jia Ting. Sima Yi starts in the far northeast corner, in the camp you fight him in on the Shu side. I move down the far eastern side of the camp and deal with Chang Yi. As I fight him, both Ma Chao and Jiang Wei get involved at once. Jiang Wei goes down first, having been jungled by a few true Musou attacks. Chang Yi goes next, followed by Ma Chao, who stubbornly outlasts every other soldier in the area. His cousin Ma Dai reaches this far north by now and was a little to the west, so I jog on over and put him down too. Then further south to deal with the leader of his unit, Wei Yan. He doesn't get much chance to fight back and falls in no time. Further south I defeat Li Yan and Chen Shi, soon followed by Li Hui. Further south to defeat Wang Ping, and for the first time I explore the supply depot area. It's full of archers. A few minutes shooting at them before I head east to take on Zhuge Liang, also getting interrupted by Chao Yun. I get rid of Chao Yun first and then prove my superiority over Zhuge Liang once again. That just leaves Liu Bei, who takes a while thanks to his stats and Sima Yi's low strength combined. I finally gain Sima Yi's third weapon, the Black Feather. He also reaches class 5. Stage 6 is Hefei Castle. Starting in the northeast corner in the same place that Cao Cao does, I once again take that same route. southwest to deal with fake Chenji, then further south for Lu Xun, who kills me. It's not until nearly 15 minutes into my second attempt that I finally bring down Lu Xun with a lot of true Musou spam. Lu Meng then takes another 6 minutes, Sun Xiao next, then Chuge Jin and Sun Shangshang together. East for Gan Ning, who still takes a few minutes, but not as long since I've spent nearly half an hour thinning the number of soldiers around here. Sun Quan has made it into the castle by now, but he doesn't take anywhere near as long to kill as the rest of his officers. Sima Yi reaches class 4 and his bodyguards become majors. That just leaves Wuchang Plains as his final stage. Sima Yi starts out in the same corner you fight him on the Shu side, and the same corner I've started out has so many characters, so there is nothing to say about the route I take. Apart from the fact it takes me over 50 minutes due to Sima Yi's low attack strength. There's the officer kills and Sima Yi reaches class 2 with 8 bodyguards. His ending is back to Chenji singing while he poses in front of the moon. Sima Yi and Cao Cao drink together while Cao Cao sneaks untrusting glances at him, followed by him sitting alone and watching the show. Now for his 4th weapon, which has me back on Wuchang Plains. I'm not even risking losing any time to trying this stage on hard with Sima Yi, so I use 2-player and player Cao Cao with his Death Sword once again. The first step is to defeat Chang Bao. When 70 minutes remain on the clock, a supply unit will appear in the southeast corner where Chang Bao started. Kill the supply captain and he doesn't drop the weapon. Instead, a special item spawns nearby containing the weapon. Then I finish the stage. Sima Yi's 4th weapon is the Dark Feather, which has a lightning effect on his C4. Despite doing nothing, his bodyguards are promoted to fighters. Now for all those Yellow Turban runs to max him. 2 runs fully levels his bodyguards. The next run has him reach class max and maxes out his defense. 2 more max out his attack. 1 more maxes his Musou bar. The next one maxes his health, and 1 last run maxes out his points. Now we have the 3 Wei newcomers in a row, starting with Xu Huang, whose first stage is the Yellow Turbans yet again. Xu Huang fights with a long axe, meaning lots of large swinging movements to his attacks. Although he runs faster, this weapon actually makes him feel slower than the much larger axe user Dian Wei. It's not a problem though, as I still enjoyed playing as him. He's not got the Xu Chu issue. His Musou attack is doing these repeated lassos with his axe. It's not good for juggling, but it hits everyone around him, does good damage, and is just very satisfying to use in the middle of the big crowd. Xu Huang was always one of the characters I remembered from Orochi Free Hyper. That's mainly due to one of those DLC stages where he's teamed up with Kenshin Uesugi and his sister, and they brainwash him into thinking he's also Kenshin, and then take on every other character in the game wearing a white head garment. That was the gist of it, wasn't it? It's been 9.5 years, I may be remembering wrong. But this stage is more Yellow Turbans, so let's skip to the results. I obtained his 2nd weapon already, the War Axe. Officer kills here, and Xu Huang reaches class 13 with 4 bodyguards. And then stage 2 is Hulao Gate. Nothing new or interesting happens. Xu Huang reaches class 10 with 6 fighter bodyguards. Stage 3 is a stage we actually haven't seen too much of, Wang Castle. This time, instead of showing Dian Wei wake up and cut to Cao Cao outside, we both see Xu Huang wake up and see the chaos outside. He starts just outside the northern exit. I take the same route I did as Cao Cao, southeast of the corner to defeat Fan Chou and Jia Shu. Then west to take on Hu Chen, Hu Che and Wang Fang. Then further west for Xu Rong and Chang Xiu. Xu Huang reaches class 9 from this. His 4th stage is Guandu. He starts in the same centre spot that Sima Yi does west of the bridge. This means I go through the same route he did, and I've done Guandu so many times now but I also have little new to say, so I'll be skimming over it now as well. I do get one of the highest kill counts I've had on this stage though. I gain Xu Huang's 3rd weapon, the Destroyer. There's the killed officers, and Xu Huang reaches class 7 with sergeant bodyguards. Another lesser seen stage 5 with Tong Gate. He even gets a unique starting point in the centre north. So I start by crossing the bridge to the west and finding the levels dim sum by the gate in the northwest corner. I then move towards Ma Chao's fort from the north, getting in a fight on this farm on the way. Now I have Xu Huang's full moveset, I can use his C6, which is a pretty cool shockwave attack that hits everyone around him. He's just a lot of fun when fighting huge groups. Yang Qiu is defeated, followed by Li Kan before I enter the fort. I make my way from west to east, defeating Cheng Yi, Cheng Yin, ignore Ma Chao and head back outside. Take down the stupid durable Ma Dai, then Han Sui, the titanium Pang De, then head back inside to finish off Ma Chao. Xu Huang reaches class 6. Stage 6 is Hefei, and it's another stage I'm gonna have to skim over because I start in the same place as most of the rest of the characters, and it doesn't go any differently. My wing boots get upgraded to plus 13 without me noticing, but I get no level ups. And his final stage is Wuchang Plains. Finally, another Wei character who doesn't start in the northeast corner. The first to not start in the north at all actually. I start in the southwest corner, directly south of Yan Yan, so he goes down first. Across the bridge to the east and north, defeating Wang Ping and Guan Xing on my way to the northwest corner to defeat Ma Dai. East from there to defeat Guan Yu and Liao Ha. Then down to the southeast corner where I kill Chang Yi and Pang Tong. West across the bridge and north past the Shu HQ entrance, defeating Huan Chuan, and then heading down the HQ entrance to finally defeat Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei. Xu Huang reaches class 4 with 8 major bodyguards. New scenes in his ending include Dian Wei and Cao Cao drinking, and Xu Huang showing off his axe skills. That's all. 4th weapon time. Xu Huang's can be found on Wei's version of Fang Castle. I'm surprised he doesn't have this stage in his Musou mode actually, considering when playing through as Guan Yu there's a cutscene between the two. To make this weapon appear, I have to kill Guan Ping before the flood happens 10 minutes in. I do it in less than 5 minutes. A special item then spawns in the northeast corner of the ground floor, so I have to get it before the flood. The Marauder has no element, just good stats. Maxing time. 2 yellow turban runs fully level his bodyguards. 2 more runs get him to class max and fills out his attack stat. The next run maxes his defense stat. 2 more runs max both his life and Musou bars together. Then 4 more quick runs to max out his points. With him done, we move on to the next new Wei character, Chang He. His first stage is Guandu. He also starts in the same place that Sima Yi and Xu Huang do. Chang He fights with a pair of claws and he is just a lot of fun. I'm not sure if he has any gameplay downsides. He's fast and his attacks are strong and with charge attacks that cover a decent distance. One of them is just the Psycho Crusher. His Musou attack is also incredible. It moves while still being easy to control. One little dash can hit so many enemies at once and make that kill counter shoot up. One of the most enjoyable characters in the entire game for me. Him basically being Vega from Street Fighter with his obsession with beauty in battle also gives him a level of characterization that many characters in this game just don't have. He's like the anti-Jiang Wei. Definitely the star of this game's newcomers. As for this level, I start in the same spot as I did twice, so let's skip to the end. I've already gained Chang He's second weapon, the Steel Claw. He also jumps to class 12 with 4 bodyguards. His second stage is Chang Ban. He has a unique starting position here, in the northwest corner where you could fight him as Shu. I start by heading south and east, taking the opposite way to the fleeing enemies so that I can cut off their escape route. When Ma Liang shows up and starts backing away while I use my Musou attacks, it almost made me feel like I was playing as a slasher villain. I knock him off his horse and take him out, followed by the nearby Sun Qian. Continuing to run southeast against the army, I take out Jian Yong, Liu Feng, Mi Fang and Chen Chen. They all just kept running into me. At that point I run into Liu Bei, but I still have more officers to kill so I ignore him. I take out Liu Qi to cut off his escape and head back to run into Zhuge Liang, as if he ever had any chance. By now I don't feel like trekking all the way to the east side of the stage, so I just end Liu Bei now. Chang He reaches class 9 with 6 sergeant bodyguards. For stage 3 it's Chirbi yet again. But it's fine this time as I start in another different spot, all the way in the northeast corner. Finally another way to play this side of the stage differently without going out of my way. Heading south from the start I take out Jiang Qin, Ding Feng, Lu Xun and Pan Chang before I have to get moving west. Han Dang is next and then I head northwest to take out Cheng Pe. All the way northeast next to deal with the recently arrived Chang Fei. South a little to remove Chu Ran and then Gan Ning and Chu Huan with the same Musou attack. Cho Yu catches up to me so I deal with him as well. All the way south to make Lu Meng retreat too. That just leaves Sun Quan to finish off the stage with. Chang He reaches class 7 and his bodyguards become majors. Mount Ding Jun is his stage 4. Another one starting in a different position. I start in the northwest away from the hill where I can run straight south to end up fighting Guan Yu. I defeat his officer Chen Shi and then the man himself. I could just keep going south and straight for Liu Bei, but I want the stat boosts, so I go about the rest of the stage in the same order I've done before as Cao Cao and Xiahou Yuan, so let's skip to completion. I gain Chang He's third weapon, the Peacock Claw. There's the officers defeated and Chang He reaches class 6. His 5th stage is Jia Ting. Once again a unique starting place in the northwest leading south into the mountain summit. Heading south, I realise I haven't actually been here at all on the wayside. There's a lot of archers. I defeat Ma Su to trigger the downhill charge and setting up the destruction of the Shu supply depot. I then head back north and south down the centre path, defeating Gao Xiang, Wei Yan and Li Hui, before heading northeast and taking down Li Yan, Chang Yi and Ma Chao. That just leaves the south of the map where I deal with Wang Ping, Zhuge Liang and Cao Yun. A few minutes softening up Liu Bei before I'm done. No level ups. Stage 6 is Hefei Castle. I start in the centre north, but that position isn't different enough to have a different route through the stage. All I do have to say though is that Chang He's ability to cut down so many enemies at once, combined with the sheer volume of soldiers you have to deal with here, made this run of Hefei Castle by far the most fun. Skipping to the end, I killed these guys and got Chang He to class 5 with 8 bodyguards. His final stage is Wuchang Plains, but I'm going to get his 4th weapon first. On Guandu, I have to find and burn the supply depot before killing, or letting anyone else kill, Yan Liang and Wen Chou. I was lucky to get the depot on my first try. A special item appears in the centre of the map by the river where a few characters I've played as before start this stage. The Peacock Talon has a death element on his C6. Chang He reaches class 4 and his bodyguards become guards. Before finishing Chang He's Musou mode, there's another item I want to get. Back to Tonggate on the wayside, I have to trigger Han Sui's defection before anything else. Then I have to kill all of Ma Chao's officers. When it's just him left, I have to wait for Ma Chao to retreat inside Tonggate, which will trigger a supply unit in the southwest corner. I kill them to get the item, the Golden Harness, which allows you to take damage from arrows on a horse without being thrown off it. I never once use it. Wuchang time. I start sort of around the southwest, but not in the corner, around the area that Wang Ping and Guan Xing have fought. Chang He's C6 is this quick side-to-side dashing attack that can hit many enemies very quickly. Give that attack the death element and it becomes even better. I defeat the former and run west to also take out Yan Yan. I even hang around to take out every remaining member of his unit for the fun of it. Then it's north from here to defeat Ma Dai. Guan Xing made it around here too, so I deal with him as well. Then east to once again remind Guan Yu that he's been dead for 14 years and also deal with Liao Hua. South to take out Chang Bao, Chang Yi and Pang Tong. West and north around Shu HQ to kill Huang Quan and Jiang Wei. The narrow space heading south into Shu HQ is even more satisfying to fight through with Chang He's Death C6, alternating between that and his Musou. But the fun has to end when Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei are defeated. Chang He reaches class 2. His ending has him drinking with Sima Yi while sneaking distrusting glares at him, and also him showing off his claw skills. Maxing now. At this point I just start giving everyone the red hair saddle for the grind to make travel between all the yellow turban officers even faster. 2 runs fully upgrades his bodyguards, the next run gets him to class max and maxes his defense. The run after maxes his attack stat, the one after maxes his Musou bar, 4 more runs to max his life and 1 more to max out his points. That leads us to the final Wei newcomer, Cao Cao's daughter-in-law Chenji, the first wife of Cao Cao's son Cao Pe, who will not be playable for a couple more games still. Her first stage is the Rogue Fortress. Chenji fights with her flute, which has her starting off kind of weak, but to make up for it she's a fast mover. Her Musou attack is quite good. It's like Pan Tong's in that she's stationary while juggling everyone around her until the Musou bar empties. Her moveset is an enjoyable one for me, but that low attack was a real problem for me early on, especially when you start out with a bandit stage with very little stat boost to obtain. And of course, since this is her first stage without having faced any of the kingdoms yet, she has a generic commander as the boss of the stage. She reaches class 14 from this. Her second stage is Hulao Gate, another one to skip over as there's nothing to bring up. At least she gets some decent points this time, going to class 10 with 4 fighter bodyguards. Her third stage is Changban, but she starts in the same spot and has the same route as everyone but Chang He. This is the only appearance of Shu as an enemy in her Musou mode. I gain her second weapon, the Steel Flute. He is the defeated officers and she reaches class 9 with 6 warrior bodyguards. Stage 4 is Che Bi, and she starts in that same spot again. Skip. I gain Chenji's third weapon, the Moon Flute. There's the officers defeated and she reaches class 6 while her bodyguards become elites. Stage 5 is Hefei. Same spot, same route again. If you're wondering why I didn't mix things up, consider how many times I've played this stage before now. At one point you just want to get through repeated stages as conveniently as you can. Her C6 is a shockwave from her flute now I have it. That's all there is to point out. Officers downed, Chenji reaches class 5. Stage 6 is one we've only seen twice on this side, Yo Ting. Chenji starts in the centre north, meaning a much shorter distance to travel than Dian Wei. I start by heading east and taking out Chuanzong and Da Qiao. I steal a horse and ride it all the way south to deal with Zhuge Jin. Heading northwest near the start has one of my soldiers steal my Xiao Qiao kill at the last second, though I do get the fleeing Xu Sheng. South to defeat Chu Huan and then north to exact revenge on the outed spy Chou Fang. Continuing to the southwest, Chenji and Sun Shangxiang have a unique scene where they come into contact on this stage. She narrowly misses Sun Shangxiang with her bow, which pisses her off and has her jump in before the fight resumes. Once I deal with her, that just leaves Sun Quan, who I also chase off. My Tiger Amulet gets upgraded to plus 18 attack and Chenji reaches class 4. That just leaves her final stage, her Fey Castle. But first I'm getting her 4th weapon. Found on Jia Ting, this one has some of the simplest instructions yet. Just defeat Jiang Wei, who Chenji starts directly north of. A special item then spawns in the Shu camp to the south, so I don't grab it until most of the way through the stage. The Dark Moon Flute has no element. Now for her Fey Castle, and I start in the same northern spot as the others. The only real change is that I trigger the Archer ambush heading straight south to skip my imposter and fight Lu Xun first, but fake Chenji is still defeated first. Apart from that, all I have to say is to reiterate how good Chenji's Musou attack is. I mainly fought through spamming it, and not only did I get a relatively quick time for this stage, I did it having built up over 1,000 kills. Here's the defeated officers. Chenji reaches class 2 while her bodyguards become sergeants. Chenji is not made to sing in her own ending. She's kidnapped Sun Shangxiang and 2 of her soldiers to make them do it instead while she watches from her table. She also has Cao Cao and Xiahou Dun walk up for a chat. Chang He drinks with her while not trusting her. Eventually Chenji gets up and dances to the song. Now to max her out. 2 Yellow Turbans runs fully levels her bodyguards. The next run gets her to class max and maxes her defense. The next one maxes her Musou bar. The one after maxes her attack. Then it takes 4 more runs to max her points and health at the same time. Now we need to do a bit of time travelling, as the last Wei character can only be unlocked as a Wu character, and I'd rather cover all of these at once, especially since I'll be covering it very quickly. It's only the first Wu character I use that I get this done with anyway. To unlock Chang Liao, I have to defeat him on Wu's version of her Fei. And now I can get the last Wei character done. His first stage is Hulao Gate, another shared weapon type, so he already has his second weapon, the Great Halberd. Chang Liao has a new spear moveset that none of the others before him have used. It's a pretty good one too, not quite Guan Yu's level for me, but better than every other spear user. He's strong, he has a decent speed, his attacks don't leave you open too long. I didn't really find any big weakness to him. He even has a good Musou attack, striking at either side of himself. So Chang Liao has Hulao Gate as his first stage, but you play on the Wei side when he actually fought for Dong Chuo's side, as you see when you play this stage as anyone else. That is one thing this game does. If a character is part of an army other than their main kingdom, you will not play that stage from the correct side, or at all. Such as Chang Liao fighting for the allied forces here, or Guan Yu just not having Guan Du in his Musou mode despite having more of a role in that stage than most Wei characters. Chang Liao is so good that he racks up over 1,000 kills here in less than half an hour. There are the officers I killed, and Chang Liao reaches class 11 with sergeant bodyguards. Stage 2 is Chang Ban. He starts in the same northeast corner most of the others do, so skip. 2 stages in and Liu Bei is taken out already. Officers killed, Chang Liao reaches class 9 while the bodyguards become majors. Stage 3 is Che Bi. Skip again since it's that same starting point most of the rest have. Officers defeated, Chang Liao reaches class 6 and bodyguards become guards. Stage 4 is the Mountain Bandit campaign. This stage gets a new boss for the first time as Chang Fei has had to take up banditry after the deaths of his brothers and the fall of Shu. That's about it. Chang Liao reaches class 5. Stage 5 is Tong Gate. The only change is that Chang Liao takes the generic officer's place in the opening cutscene. It goes exactly the same way it does every other time I've started in the southeast corner. I gain Chang Liao's third weapon, the Dragon Blade. There's the officers I killed, no level ups. Stage 6 is He Fei, and finally a new starting place, the village in the middle. However, this doesn't change my route as I always went to the village first anyway. It does give me the chance to defeat Taisha Sir myself though. It also takes me 2 tries because I get that instant Gan Ning unreactable Musou killing me. But here's the officer defeats on my successful attempt. Chang Liao reaches class 4 with 6 bodyguards. That just leaves He Fei Castle as his final stage. I start in the north as the only character who begins this stage on the eastern side. I start with the centre east of the castle, first defeating Sun Shangxiang, then moving all the way east across this bridge for the first time to fight Gan Ning. Once he's done, I run all the way back to the centre to deal with fake Chenji, Sun Xiao, Lu Meng, Lu Xun and Chu Gejin. The early defeats of the officers invading from the east prevents this area from being overrun. Outside the castle, I get using Chang Liao's C6 and it's very good, creating a mini tornado that blows surrounding enemies away. Very good for crowd control, kind of like a mini version of Pang Tong's Musou attack. I could just run straight for Sun Quan, but I have fun wiping out every Wu soldier and getting over 1,000 kills. Then I finish him. Chang Liao reaches class 2 while his bodyguards become fighters. His ending shows him chopping through the stone slab, Cao Cao patting Xu Huang's shoulder out, and Chang Liao sitting content for its new scenes. The last 4th weapon of Wei now. Another simple objective. At Hefei I have to kill Cho Tai. A special item spawns in the southeast, north of where you fight Sun Quan. I get it, but let Sun Quan's unit charge for too long, leading to a lost cutscene when the Wu forces overrun the Wei forces. So next time I just run straight to Sun Quan and end it as soon as I get the weapon. The Dragon Breath is another one with no element. Chang Liao's bodyguards become warriors. That just leaves one more maxing session to finish off this kingdom. A run of the Yellow Turbans fully levels his bodyguards, and the next one maxes his attack. The one after gets him to class max, and the one after maxes both his Musou bar and defense. At this point I play Yi Ling on the Shu side to get an item I'm missing. I have to wait for Lu Xun to order Chu Ran's burning of the Shu camp. Before he can do that I have to track Xu Ran down in the Centre West Valley and kill him to stop it. After that I have to kill every other Wu officer. This makes a supply unit appear in the Wu camp. I take them out for the item and finish the stage. The Imperial Saddle lets me climb on any horse regardless of level. Kind of pointless when the Red Hair Saddle lets you do that and gives you the best horse. After that it's another run of the Yellow Turbans to max Chang Liao's life, and 4 more to max his points. And that's the Wei Kingdom completed. All 10 characters with their Musou modes cleared, weapons collected, and stats maxed. Overall, I think Wei's selection of characters was more fun than Shu's in this game. I think my most fun and least fun are obvious for this kingdom. Chang He I enjoyed most, while Xu Chu I enjoyed least. That's 20 characters done, but we're still far from done as there are still another 21 left. So look forward to next time where I start on the kingdom with the biggest character increase and overall largest selection of characters, the Wu Kingdom.